Start. Subject to the provisions of this article, the executive power of a state extends to borrowing within the territory of India upon the security of the consolidated fund of the state within such limits, if any, as may from time to time be fixed by the legislature of such state by law, and to the giving of guarantees within such limits, if any, as may be so fixed. Stop. The government of India may, subject to such conditions as may be laid down by or under any law made by Parliament, make loans to any state or, so long as any limits fixed under Article 292 are not exceeded, give guarantees in respect of loans raised by any state, and any sums required for the purpose of making such loans shall be charged on the consolidated fund of India. Stop para. A state may not, without the consent of the government of India, raise any loan if there is still outstanding any part of a loan which has been made to the state by the government of India or by its predecessor government, or in respect of which a guarantee has been given by the government of India or by its predecessor government. Stop. Besides the aforementioned final relief in the suit, the plaintiff state also seeks interim injunction, inter alia, to mandate Union of India to restore the position that existed before the defendant imposed ceiling on all the borrowings of the plaintiff, and to enable the plaintiff to borrow INR 26 crores on an immediate basis. Stop. Per contra, the defendant Union of India controverted the plaintiff's interim claim and has argued that since management of public finance is a national issue, the Union of India has the power to regulate all the borrowings of the plaintiff state to maintain the fiscal health of the country. The liabilities arising out of public account and state-owned enterprises can be included in the borrowings of the plaintiff, since they may be used to bypass the borrowing ceiling. The pending dues have arisen on account of the fiscal management by the state of Kerala and are not a consequence of regulation of borrowing by the Union of India, the plaintiff's contention regarding underutilized borrowing space from the previous years is based on erroneous facts. Stop. On a critical analysis of the contentions of both the sides, it seems to us that the instant suit raises more than one substantial questions regarding interpretation of the Constitution. Stop.